Did we just witness the beginning of the end for Tua Tagovailoa in Miami? And are Dolphins fans already clamoring for a college phenom to take his place after a Week 1 disaster that left everyone speechless? The Miami Dolphins 2025 season opener against the Indianapolis Colts was supposed to be a statement game, a chance to prove the doubters wrong and kick off a Super Bowl contending campaign. Instead, it was a horror show, a brutal 33-8 defeat that has sent shockwaves through the franchise and left Dolphins Nation in a state of utter despair. And at the center of this catastrophic collapse was none other than quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, whose performance was so abysmal it has fans calling for a complete overhaul, with some even demanding a trade for college star Shedeur Sanders. Let's not sugarcoat it. Tua Tagovailoa had a night to forget, a performance that will undoubtedly fuel his harshest critics and leave his most ardent supporters questioning everything. The statistics paint a grim picture. 14 completions on 23 attempts for a measly 114 yards and 1 touchdown. But it's the turnovers that truly sting. 2 interceptions and a lost fumble. This marks his second game with multiple turnovers in his last 3 starts, a troubling trend that speaks volumes about his decision-making under pressure. His 51.7 passer rating was the lowest of his career in any game he's completed, and his air yards were the lowest since the final game of the 2021 season. These aren't just bad numbers. They're numbers that scream liability for a quarterback who is supposed to be leading a high-powered offense. Head coach Mike McDaniel, ever the diplomat, tried to deflect some of the blame, acknowledging that no one on the team played well. It was something that was lacking. He hits 9 out of 10 throws, and he didn't hit today, McDaniel said, adding, "It's definitely not all on him. A lot of people failed to execute their jobs for him to have something else on his shoulders. Just like the rest of the team, his performance wasn't good enough." While McDaniel's attempt to spread the blame is understandable, the reality is that the quarterback is always under the brightest spotlight, especially after a performance like this. And the social media reaction was swift, brutal, and unforgiving. One fan on X didn't hold back. "I'm really fed up with Tua. All of you who slandered him for years, you were right and I was wrong. I'm sorry." Another posted, "There were real humans out there who waited 7 months to see Tua as the team's quarterback. My condolences." These aren't just casual criticisms. These are cries of frustration from a fan base that has invested years of hope and patience into their young quarterback, only to see it crumble in a single disastrous game. The relationship between Tua and the Dolphins faithful is clearly at a breaking point. After a promising start to his career in Miami, particularly in the early part of the 2023 season, it's been a steep downhill slide. Last year saw the Dolphins miss the playoffs, a failure that directly led to Tyreek Hill's public comments about wanting out. And now, the 2025 season has started with an absolute nightmare, reigniting all the doubts and frustrations that have simmered beneath the surface. Dolphins fans are not just disappointed, they're ready for a change. And the name that's suddenly dominating the conversation is none other than Shedeur Sanders, the electrifying quarterback from Colorado. "The Miami Dolphins need to trade for Shedeur Sanders," one fan emphatically posted on X. Another added, "The Dolphins might be making that call about Shedeur in Week 3. This isn't just a knee-jerk reaction, it's a desperate plea from a fan base that sees a clear path forward. Sanders, the son of NFL legend Deion Sanders, has been a revelation in college football, showcasing elite arm talent, incredible poise, and the kind of playmaking ability that can single-handedly elevate an offense. While he's still in college and not eligible for the NFL draft until next year, the fact that fans are already clamoring for a trade speaks volumes about their lack of faith in Tua. The implications of this Week 1 performance are massive. This wasn't just a loss. It was a complete unraveling, a demonstration that the Dolphins' offense, under Tua's leadership, might not be capable of delivering on its immense potential. The public call-out from Tua to Tyreek Hill just weeks ago, followed by this abysmal showing, only adds to the narrative of a team struggling with internal chemistry and on-field execution. If the Dolphins continue to struggle, if Tua's turnover issues persist, and if the team's championship aspirations quickly fade, then the calls for a new quarterback will only grow louder. The NFL is a results-driven business, and after investing so much in Tagovailoa, the patience of the organization and the fan base is clearly wearing thin. The question now isn't just whether Tua can bounce back, but whether he will be given the chance. One game doesn't define a season, but this particular game felt like a defining moment, a potential turning point that could force the Dolphins to consider drastic measures sooner rather than later. Could a trade for Shedeur Sanders, a move that would require a king's ransom and draft picks, actually be on the table for the Dolphins if this season continues to spiral? It's a bold idea, a desperate measure, but after a performance like Sunday's, desperate times might call for desperate actions. What do you think, Dolphins Nation? Is it too early to panic, or was this Week 1 loss a clear sign that Tua Tagovailoa isn't the long-term answer at quarterback? And are you ready to see the Dolphins make a blockbuster move for a college star like Shedeur Sanders? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for all the latest Dolphins news and analysis.